May the 4th be with you. Sorry, Joy just reminded me of that. It is the 4th of May. Hello and welcome to MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live. Well, SRH, it's been an interesting batting effort from them. I won't say any more. I'll just leave it to Lisa and Joy. Please describe this. The 175 for 7 looks far more respectable, Lisa, than the actual effort was, mainly because of that last over.
Yeah, 28 runs coming off that last over of Umesh Yadav. Kane Williamson, we said at the top of the show that he needed to step up as captain, has been performing really poorly with the bat whilst having plenty of opportunities. And it's nice to see that finally a senior player has put their hand up and said, yep, I need to rectify it, and has done so.
Yeah, he's almost doubled his run aggregate, more than doubled his run aggregate for the entire tournament in just this one innings.
So in offices, you have this concept called Secret Santa, where people buy presents for other people you don't know. Here, clearly, Kane Williamson knows where he's getting his presents from. Yeah. Every year, Christmas, and Umesh Yadav will get a gift from Kane Williamson because this over was gift-wrapped and given to him. Yeah. The strangest thing was that you could see the field had been put up. Mid-on is up. Okay, no long on, no long off. It's all up. That means they're waiting for you to hit it short, try and hit it out there. All the fielders are there. Virat Kohli smiling, looking expectantly. And where does he bowl? Right on the off stump when the slot goes straight over the head. Incredible. I mean, the problem actually any captain will have is that I don't mind you going for runs. But go for runs where you're meant to. If the guy hits a 6 over deep mid wicket where I've got the fielders, that's fine.
Yeah, that's the ability, right? Don't make it easy. Don't make it like a power play shot in the 20th over. But Lisa also, it's just sort of this knowledge that everyone has that Umesh is your top bowler. He's not necessarily your death over bowler, but this persistence that RCB has had with him towards the end, it's clearly not his strong suit. And there's no shame in that because DC's been doing that with Ishant as well.
Exactly.
Bowl him up front.
Correct. I don't know whether it's a plan where they want to keep testing Umesh Yadav and trying to get him to bowl at the death overs. It's not working. So try something else. So don't put him in that situation. It was almost like last year he found his niche.
Yeah.
And they've kind of gone away from that formula this season, and it's cost RCB dearly.
And his first 3 overs, then obviously he went for 46 eventually, I think.
28, so that's 18.
Yeah, so he'd gone for 18 in his first 3 overs, which means he'd done really well up till then. Then you give him that last over, but then they weren't left with anybody else.
Not only that, you had an option of going with Kulwant Khejrolia, who was bowling well.
Yeah.
Left-hander, not that easy to hit. He's going across the batsman. He did well for himself. You could have saved up one because last year that's exactly what you did. You bowled Umesh in 3 and 1. Yeah. You bowled him 3 straight, and then 11th, 12th, 13th, you finished him off there.
Correct.
What changed? I have no idea what changed.
Yeah, because Dhoni took him for runs the other night. Today he's gone for 28. Though you got a feel for him, that no ball call towards the end, and you don't expect Nigel Long to get those wrong, right? I mean, he's a well-reputed umpire. It happens, I guess, but the fact is that it's just a howler, which is just not acceptable as a bowler.
Yeah, because it was 1 long. You see, 2 longs make a light. But it was just 1 long.
Sorry. I think I have a feeling that Joy was prepping this for a long
time.
No, I didn't.
Is that what he was doing over there? He was just wording it all out, wasn't he?
I think he was Googling really bad jokes. Dad jokes. Right? He was Googling dad jokes.
Maybe we should give him the couch for nailing it then, the worst dad joke.
He should just hide behind the couch. But it was a good one. I like it. I appreciate this. I appreciate it. But talking about the howler.
Yeah, look, just going back to that, it's very frustrating, isn't it, as a spectator, a fan, regardless of which team you go for, that a mistake is made and you can see it on the replay and it's not rectified straight away.
Yeah.
So I'd love for it to the umpire to go, yep, I've changed my ruling, it's not a no ball anymore, carry on.
Yeah, because it's done with so many bigger decisions.
Exactly.
So, and I understand earlier convention used to be that, the umpire said no ball and the batsman. In these noisy stadiums.
I don't think they should get out. So say they call it a no ball and the batsman gets out. I think you recall it so it's not a free hit the next ball.
Yeah.
But the batsman still gets to stay in. I think that's a fair ruling.
Yeah, that's a fair rule actually. Yeah, that sort of balances it all out. Yeah. That just in case the batsman did hear the call and swung his bat, but at least take the free hit back. Because sometimes, today it didn't. Today only one run came off
it could
the
have
free
cost
hit,
them.
but it could cost them 6
easily
runs.
have cost them. Biggest thing, even if single change of strike can sometimes cost you a game. So many things can happen. I mean, the stakes are way too high. This is not, village green where you're talking about the fairness of sport. This is where technology is already there. I'm not having to reinvent the technology. I just need to change the way it's used. It's a simple thing. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
And the issue is we've had this same problem a few times now.
Yeah.
So let's try and see if we can find a solution that appeases everyone, both parties, and make sure that next IPL you change the playing conditions to allow for something like this to be changed.
Okay, let's have a look at the SRH batting effort, right? We saw it was 175. We pull up the summary once again and have a look at that. We see Kane Williamson, of course, the star of the show, got 70 of those 175 runs. There was a little bit from Guptill in the beginning. You look at Vijay Shankar, and you were watching that, right, Lisa?
You called it. He's going to get out the third time, trying to go for the big one.
Yeah.
And you were talking, Lisa, you were saying that he should be taking the single, rotating strike, getting it round.
I just saw his face and I was like, oh no, he's going to go again. As soon as I saw the close-up, I said, I don't know why I felt like he was going to go again. Is that just inexperience where you just go, all right, as you get experience, you realize this player is good enough to hit 3 sixes, but will hit 2 and go, all right, my team needs me around right now. We're still just in the 13th, 14th over. Let me just get the captain on strike.
Exactly my point. You should have seen the look on Tom Moody's face when he was walking out, because he said, you've got it. You're 27 of 17 balls. You've got it set. You've just hit 2 sixes. You're finally starting to hit the ball. See, he wouldn't have a problem with Yusuf Pathan getting out. Pathan came in, tried to whack it. There were already 15, 16 overs left. He got caught. Even though the shot making would be definitely not the kind of shot making you'd use, but he would have been furious at what Vijay Shankar did. He gave away the game. He gave away the advantage. And even now, look at this. If Vijay Shankar had gone on and then you had this acceleration, this could have been a 200 total.
Yeah.
He could cost them the tournament. It's a really stupid call.
Wow, yeah, that is suddenly when you put it like that, because SRH really needs to win this game, don't they? I mean, they could still qualify, but then they need all the other results to go their way, which is tomorrow's games. They need that to go their way. Chahal, we got to talk about Chahal, because this small man with a big heart, tiny fellow, he's Tiny Tim, but look at him, he's got 17 wickets this season, and we have to point out, 18 now, after today's, and we have to point out that he went for 3 boundaries with his first 3 balls, so that's 12 runs, bowls the next 21 balls for just 12 runs. You as a captain, you take that from your player any day. Twice on Sunday.
He's the lionheart of RCB. He's the one that's kept them in the game. Everyone looks at Virat Kohli, everyone looks at AB de Villiers, but it's Chahal that has done the job in the field all the time. He's always answered Virat Kohli's prayers almost by either not going for too many runs or picking up wickets.
Yeah.
Also, there's this thing, what he does very interestingly is he knows moment that 2 wickets have gone, Sundar got the wickets on the other side, and he knows that wickets have gone. He bowls in a different way because he knows now the batsman is not going to take risks against me. Okay? Immediately he'll try and get out 2-3 quiet overs. He reads the game so well.
Yeah.
If there were no wickets and they were going hell for leather, he'd try and get wickets.
Yeah.
Here he said, look, this is a situation, they're down, let me quickly get a couple of overs through. So he reads games well, and that's what's really important. And as a leggy, he's the heart of that team. He's that, in 6 to 14, he's their main bowler.
Yeah, and today that's where the choke was. And even then, later as well, there was a 16 to 19 period where in those 4 overs, they only got 25 runs. And in the last over, they got 28.
Yeah, basically that looks good only because for that one over.
Because they got that 28. But look at it, it's a good power play. They'd be slightly disappointed with that 70 for 3 in those 8 overs there.
Yeah, but that's
9 overs, sorry.
That's the partnership with Kane Williamson and Vijay Shankar. So they started to get away at that back end period.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were more disappointed because exactly they could have accelerated to 10, 12 with 2 set batsmen. They had far better chance. Here, what happened? Yusuf Pathan used 3-4 balls, got out. Nabi didn't use too many balls, got out. Rashid got out. So nobody else just kept giving away dot balls on that side. Now, if Vijay Shankar was still around then, you had a situation where both batsmen were set.
Yeah, we obviously you go SRH has got 175 on the board. Now in Chinnaswamy, it may not be a lot, but your reading of this surface, Lisa, is it slightly different from the others we've seen?
I think so. I think the spinners get value for money. It didn't look like the fielders were drying the ball a lot, so I don't know if dew has come in. So if that's the case, it's going to be harder and harder for the batting side, for RCB. And Sunrisers Hyderabad, their slower bowlers are excellent.
Yeah, look at their bowling attack. We'll pull it up for you right now. There you go. You've got Rashid Khan, Mohammad Nabi. I really doubt if you'll get anything out of Yusuf Pathan today. So is in effect Kane Williamson only playing with 5 bowlers?
Vijay Shankar.
Vijay Shankar could potentially.
Yeah, we've barely seen him.
Vijay Shankar probably.
He only bowls for India, right? No.
Yeah, that's right. It's not in his Hyderabad contract.
It's not in the Hyderabad contract. He bowls for India. It's the strangest thing when you have a guy who's good enough to bowl 4 overs for India in a T20 match, isn't good enough to bowl 4 overs here.
1 second. We've seen years of Mumbai Indians with Rohit Sharma batting at 4.
True,
right?
True.
That is a bigger aberration than this one, isn't it? But there you go. You've got Nabi and Rashid Khan, of course, who are the slow bowlers. And then, of course, Bhuvi and Basil Thampi and Khalil. So those are your 3 pacers. Basil Thampi, again, seems like a big-hearted guy, not had much bowling this tournament.
I think he's the weakest link out of those 5 bowlers. And RCB will be looking to target him.
And my feeling is exactly that if they know that 8 overs on Nabi and Rashid are going to be difficult, they will go hard early. They'll go really hard early. They'll say Khalil, Rashid, because see, you can't bowl Bhuvi for more than 2, you've got to hold him, okay, for the rest. So you're going to use him max 2, maybe 1 max 2. So what happens is between Khalil and Basil Thampi, they're going to bowl about 3 overs of the top 6. They will say those 3 overs has to go for 36 runs because they know that these guys are young. And Thampi has got high whack before. When he was in the Gujarat Lions, I think he went for the highest ever in an IPL. I think he went for about
70 I think 70 plus
70 or 67 or something like that.
Though I mean, I don't need to ask you. Obviously, you are supporting RCB today, as are all KKR supporters. Right? KKR supporters are all looking at this and going, RCB. They don't do that very often, though. So it's one of a rare. It's our KKR fans confused tonight, Joy. What's going on?
I can tell you, KKR, most teams like RCB only because RCB have been very obliging in their performance over the last few years.
That's a good way to put it, obliging in their performances. But today, KKR does not want RCB to be obliging.
No, they don't want KKR. They want RCB to fight.
They need RCB to oblige KKR by winning. We'll put out the points table. Why am I saying that? Why does KKR want RCB to win today? Well, not as much RCB winning as Hyderabad losing, right? Because Hyderabad loses, they finish the tournament at 12. Which means when Kolkata plays tomorrow, it becomes a knockout game for them.
Absolutely.
If they win, they go to 14 and qualify. If they lose, that net run rate's not going to be enough because whatever happens today, Hyderabad's net run rate is not coming down by that much, right? It's 175. It's not 75, right? So it's not coming down by that much. So that's the reason why we're saying KKR fans are going, RCB, RCB. That's right, they are. But final call, Lisa. Is this enough for SRH or is this going to be easy peasy walk in the Garden City for RCB?
I think it's going to be a tough chase.
Yeah.
I think if RCB are to win, they're going to win in the 18th or 19th over. Oh. But I'm kind of maybe tipping a bit of an upset. The Sunrisers Hyderabad able to defend it.
Able to defend 175 in Chinnaswamy. Interesting. With a team that's actually got nothing to lose. RCB are playing with big heart.
Go hard. See, the big thing is, it's all the top 6. It's the first 6 overs. It's the first 3 batsmen.
Yeah.
They make it, it'll happen. I can't see somebody at 6 and 7 backing Rashid and Nabi and making this happen.
Yeah, because they're not batting that deep actually, right? I mean, you've got Washington Sundar and Gurkeerat. One of them will come at 6 and one will come at 7. But it's your top guys. And there's some hitting power in there, right? Yeah. There's a lot of hitting power. Like Shemran Hetmaiah, Colin Grandon. We haven't seen the hitting power in the tournament.
First.
That's right. Ouch. Ouch, low blow. That's right. But we've seen them on the international stage. You've seen what they can do, and RCB fans will be hoping that they can do it here. They hit it very far. As Lisa's saying, they've got to connect first, right?
Just simple.
Just simple.
It's all about contact.
All right, so before we wind up, I've got some bad news for you as a KKR fan. RCB have lost their first wicket. Parthiv Patel is gone. No, Virat.
If Parthiv Patel is gone, it may not be bad news. It's not always bad news.
Low blows all round.
Low blows. Look at the two. You both are hungry. I think you both are hungry. I think they're hungry. I think it's dinner time for my two babies. I've got to go get them some food now, all right? They're getting really cranky. We're going to see you at the end of the 10th over on MPL Presents Cricbuzz Combox. All we have for you right now. Ajit, Kana Lagao.